Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Lola?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
Oh, so we have some topics to discuss.
Well, I think everybody else is probably in shock too.
Yes, so what are we referring to?
Okay, well, everybody woke up this morning to the Twitter in chief
Yep.
truthing again,
Ah,
and it was the most vile, racist. Uh, some people are saying it's not even a dog whistle; it's a bullhorn.
oh, yeah, no, they're not even trying to be quiet about it. The
No,
video showed, so we're talking about the video that he put out that was supposed to, according to Caroline
Levitt,
Levitt,
the spin
um,
doctor,
yeah, it was supposed to be about the Lion King, and Trump was the king of the lion
king of the
king
jungle.
of the jungle. But what's hilarious is that it doesn't even have anything to do with the Lion King because there was no apes in the Lion King.
Right.
So that's just a
Right.
bullshit
Oh,
talking point. But yeah, so Michelle and Barack Obama were apes depicted in this, and now they put out she put out a statement, the White House secretary, saying that this is fake outrage and that it was just a meme video that was shared, and it was by a staffer too, and it wasn't the president that did it, even
oh,
though it was
it's
in the middle of the night.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
It's a staffer. Okay.
but the crazy part about that is if it was a staffer, then they should be let go.
Yes.
We should know who that staffer is
Yes.
because you should be admonishing them
Yes.
for doing something that they shouldn't have done.
Yes.
We all know that it was Trump,
Yeah.
but it's crazy that they're trying to now like fabricate a fall guy.
Yeah. I'm like still kind of in shock, and honestly, I haven't seen the video. I refuse to watch it. I refuse to give it clicks. I have only seen the snapshot and the fallout. And we're talking some major fallout from the Republican side.
Major fallout. I think the first person to say something about it was Tim Scott,
Yeah.
which, I mean,
He's not known as a rhino.
no. And I mean,
Republican in name only. I remember
you
that.
you fuck around and find out. I mean,
Yeah.
like, come on, Tim Scott. Like, yeah, I appreciate that you are one of the most prominent black congressmen. You're a Republican. You stood by Trump, and
Yeah.
now you're realizing that Trump would throw you under the bus.
This is it, I don't even have enough adjectives for this type of action. And no wonder the administration is scrambling for damage control. Again, damage control is the key word because we seem to be talking about how they're panicking and trying to damage control
Yep.
every week.
Yeah.
It's really crazy to me. So we've got this racist, offensive, vile public.
And when you say racist and offensive, that's what the Republicans are
Yes.
saying about this. So
Yes.
we're not saying this outrage. The Republicans are also saying that.
Oh, it's just it's this. Oh, I'm just so disgusted by this.
Yeah.
It's hard to take this administration seriously in any form
Yeah.
because there's no defending this. There's no defending. I mean, okay, so the guy sends out a video of dumping crap
Uh,
all over protesters.
yep.
He's known for this kind of stuff.
Known
This
for it.
outrageous,
Well, the the
reactionary.
birther with Obama. So this has been years and years. It just blows my mind that Trump could
Oh,
tomorrow change course or stop talking about this or blame some staffer and then stop doing this for a week. And then if somebody came into or if uh, Tim Scott came in, he would be like, "Oh, everything's good," until it happens again. It's like we have short-term memory.
well, Taco is also putting out tweets about how great Clinton is, what a nice guy he is. Now, why do we think he's doing that?
Because of the
Because
Epstein
he
files.
knows that once the Clintons have their day in front of the hearing and they air dirty laundry,
Yep.
there's a precedent for going after former presidents.
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So that strategy and badass Hillary, I
A
I
hundred
give
percent.
her props for that.
It's almost like Hillary has been waiting.
Right? She's been waiting for this. But
Yeah.
the blatant racism of this type of thing goes beyond uh, the First Amendment. I mean, is this just, he has the right to say or do whatever he wants?
I
No.
I do think that, if I'm being honest, I do think the First Amendment allows you to say things like this, but
It doesn't protect you from the consequences.
it doesn't. Agreed, and I think there's a decorum.
Yes.
Like I don't care so much that he might say fuck. He might,
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Like, you talk like everybody talks, but when you're saying racist stuff, then you have to own up to that. Don't be offended that people are calling you a racist. This is a racist ass thing. Even if you did not post it, which I don't believe that he didn't post it.
Right.
You still co-signed it. You still allowed it to be up for 10 hours or however long before they actually took it down. That should have been brought down immediately. That should have never gone up. They should be apologizing for it. And none of that's going to happen.
No.
They're moving on to the next thing.
No. Dehumanizing a former president in this way is beyond racism in my mind. And his base is going to eat it up. And what I feel deep down inside the pit of my stomach is anybody that is supporting this administration at this point is morally bankrupt
100%.
and corrupt and doesn't deserve any of our grace. Because if you're cheering this on at this point, you're not even worth the mud on my boots.
And that's why the Republicans are coming out so strong against it. They know.
The Republicans are coming out so strongly against it because there's a midterm election happening.
True.
This year.
And the midterm is not going so well.
Oh no, we had a special election, a couple of them this week, didn't we?
Yeah. All
And
Democrat.
all Democrat candidates won those special elections. I don't know. I might have to take a moment because I'm really upset.
No, I get
Just
it.
talking about it or thinking about it. Thank you for that. I needed a minute.
Of course. I'm glad that you had the minute.
I
So
was so angry I was shaking.
I get it. And we all need to remember that. We all need to take a minute. We have to remember that a lot's being thrown at us. And I know we did a video like this last year where we were like, take some time, sift through it. You don't have to respond to everything. You don't have to worry about everything, but figure out what the important things are.
I mean, in addition to this awful, divisive, racist video, you've got Trump going on podcasts and basically saying, we don't need midterm elections.
Yep.
Or the federal government should take over the voting,
Well, you have
voting processes.
You have Steve Bannon out there saying that ICE should be at all the
polling places.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, they don't have enough people to do that.
Yeah.
They only have to do it in like 6 or 7 states where they're really, really concerned. But that's absolutely illegal.
Absolutely.
It's voter intimidation.
Yeah.
And
But what sucks is that there are some there are some communities that they have trouble getting to the ballots as it is, because maybe they financially can't get out of work that day. They can't make it to where the polling is at. So there's already issues that Democrats and that we've been fighting for years to try to open it up, make the polling be earlier, mail-in ballots, things like that. He's trying to erode all that.
Well,
so in addition to what you're saying, that's also happening. So it's harder than ever. And we need to really represent. And I hope that this lights a fire and that people, it's easy coming from a place of privilege. I know I'm going to be able to get to the voting that day, but I know there's a lot of people that are watching this and a lot of people in the community that can't. find out how you can. If you're in this community, reach out to me. I will fucking drive you to the polls. Like, how do we help? I think everybody needs some help because that's the only way that we can do it.
There is absolutely no reason not to vote in this midterm.
Yep.
100%. I am concerned about all of the memes and posts that are going on about requiring voter ID. This isn't voter ID to register. This is voter ID to show up with your ballot that's already coded and it's already been checked out for you. Can only be used one time. They cure your signature. This is a way for the Republicans to manipulate actual in-person voting because a lot of people don't have an ID or they don't have a passport or they don't have a way to get that ID. That is the worst idea ever in my everybody think it's called the Save Act, I think. Yeah, the Save Act. And they're spinning it so that it, is protective and it's no, we have like less than 0.1% fraud.
I know. It's
and
crazy.
The Republicans keep pounding on voter fraud, voter fraud, voter fraud. This isn't about illegal immigrants that are voting because they're not. That's been proven time and time again.
Well, and I mean, Trump sued Fulton County. They had like 65 lawsuits that all, and many of the
All
judges,
proved.
many of the judges were Trump appointed or Republican appointed judges. These are conservative leaning judges that couldn't find any proof. Even right now, his own like internal department that he carved out to try to find this, he's been admonishing them because they're not giving him the results that he wanted because they probably can't find anything either.
Because those results don't exist.
They do not. So they're manufacturing them. They're making them up. And now
just like they're doing with all the statistics.
Yeah, but what do you think they're doing with the ballots, with the ballot boxes that they just stole out of Fulton County? Yeah. What is going to happen with them? It's fucked up. It's so fucked up. I don't even know what to say. But it's scary. And, really, I hope that the Democrats rise to the occasion because it looks like the Democrats are starting to get a little bit of a backbone.
Yes.
And they're starting to talk about immigration, which they were scared to talk about before. So now they're talking about that because I really think this, like what's happening with ICE, what's happening in Minnesota, this is a big topic. This is not a winning topic for the Republicans. And I think the Democrats need to do this.
They're starting to grow a little bit of a backbone. They're starting to push back. And some of the Republicans are afraid for their jobs and they are kind of trying to meet them part way in that.
I was just talking to somebody about this, with the funding, so with the
DHS
yeah,
funding
with the DHS
that's on the
funding
table right now.
Yeah, but let's not forget that the big, beautiful or ugly bill that has passed had carved out so much funding for ICE that they have one of the largest budgets compared to any other military in the world. So yes, this is the extra funding that they may not need, but they're not shutting. I don't know what people think. They have tons of funding from the big ugly bill.
Well, they're also not paying, according to
I
Reddit.
love that. I fucking love that. I hope that happens. I hope the Proud Boys don't get paid. That would be amazing.
And more states are actually passing laws that if you work for ICE, you are not ever going to work for the government, work as a teacher, work as a police officer. I love that. California has a bill right now that they're looking to pass. Oh.
So do you think that the Democrats will frame this as like extremism, or do you think, like, what do you think is the right thing for the Democrats to do to try to help them in the because they can't just, it feels like the Democrats have stood by and let Trump hang himself. That's not a winning
That's not a winning strategy at all.
No.
The man has more lives than a black cat with 18 legs.
And they will lie. He will lie. I mean, people believe it. And now we
Yeah.
were talking about earlier with AI videos and things like that, these lies can get perpetuated in so many ways that it's just, I mean, he's doing his own AI videos of him shitting on protesters, on,
Right.
the ape video that we were just talking about. All of those are AI videos too.
I curse the person who taught him how to make videos in AI.
Yeah.
um,
But he really is, they are losing, they're losing independence. They obviously they don't have any Democratic support, and Republicans are starting to defect. I've seen a lot of polling that 30% is getting whittled down even
it is.
further,
It is.
because it's, I mean, even the white supremacists that are in that 30%, they're having trouble with this, and they're not, I don't think they give a shit about the racist stuff.
No.
They care about the fact that things are getting cheaper. Pricing is, jobs are not coming in more. I saw some great polling about that the manufacturing jobs are not coming in the way they wanted. Car jobs are not coming in the way that he's promoting it.
Well, the red states are hurting. There's
Yeah,
no
the
doubt about it.
inflation, it dropped steadily after COVID because of Biden.
Right.
Um, and it went down
It's
to like 3%, and it's been hovering at 3% ever since. So, yeah,
mhm.
it hasn't shot back up, but it hasn't had this amazing lowering with Trump being in office. He just hasn't fucked it up. You know what
Right.
I mean? But he is going to,
Right.
and it's just crazy.
My biggest fear is normalizing uh, all of this, and we've had, almost 12 months of the normalization of Trump's hatred and this regime uh, taking away our rights, and our democracy is crumbling because of it. And it's just like we said last week. Oh my God! What's another thing that Trump did this week? Like, there's too much accepting, and I don't want the Democrats to accept this
No,
from our president
no.
or from Stephen Miller, because we all know he's calling the shots. He may not have been the one that texted that video at 3 o'clock in the morning, but he's he's the instigator.
Yeah, but we've been seeing things that go from these far right influencers like a Steve Bannon
Mm-hmm.
talking about ICE being at the polling, and then we see it being talked about with Trump. We see
Yeah,
Trump starting
we
to hint
become
at
yeah.
some of that stuff.
It becomes
So
that
you're
noise.
right. Stephen Miller is in his ear 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Bannon also has a direct line to him, and
Yes.
he's spouting off the craziest stuff. But I will say that a lot of the bro like podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
they are, I
The
mean,
Joe Rogans.
Joe Rogan is not on board with a lot of the ICE shootings and things like that. So I mean, it's interesting. Trump was asked about it in
Yes.
that recent CBS interview,
There's
and he said, I still like him, and he
yeah, he's
still
a nice
likes me.
guy.
He's a nice guy, but I don't think he knows what he's talking about with this stuff. He doesn't know how to. He knows that he's losing these people, and he doesn't know what to do. And I really hope he does, but I don't know. I mean, Gavin Newsom, where you at? Like, stop
Right?
going to Davos
Right.
and try to focus a little bit. You're acting like you're already the president. Please don't.
Oh,
Like, you got to become the president to do that.
right, right. Yeah. If you're as upset as we are, the one thing that we can say is don't stop talking about this stuff. Keep it out there. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to people that are on the fence. To me, I'm getting angrier and angrier when I discover my friends that didn't vote in the election. I blame them because it's the people that didn't vote that ended up handing this to Trump on a silver platter. And we need you to make a commitment to yourself, to your family, to your community, to get out there and vote during the midterms.
And
And don't be silent.
yeah, and find the thing that you care about. Find the thing that you're passionate about. There has to be something. We try to bring in a lot of topics, but is it the immigration? Is that hitting home a little too close to you? Is it the
Racial
the
division.
the racist stuff? Is it the democracy that's getting taken away? Is it all of these? Is it the Second Amendment that is being attacked by Trump. That they
Mm-hmm.
thought the Democrats were going to be coming and taking away their guns. Now they're saying that you shouldn't bring a gun to a
Right.
peaceful protest.
Flip
So I
flop.
mean, what is it that you care about? Talk about that. Find other people. If you care about it, your circle of people probably care about that too, and talk about that. And I think like Lola's saying, don't stay quiet. Don't You can't keep silent, and you have to vote. You have to get out there and vote. That's the only way we're going to get past all this bullshit and try to get back to some normal
We all
life.
have a responsibility in
Yeah,
this, even if you think that you can't affect it, even if you want to turn off the noise, even if you aren't watching the news anymore. Share our videos, even if it's just to a brother or a neighbor. Help get the word out that this is happening, because there are too many people that are hiding their heads in the sand.
yeah,
And the only way we're going to make a difference is if we start turning those apolitical non-voters into voters. And we steal the midterms, and I say steal by a blue wave. We need to vote Democratic, even if it's not a candidate that you're excited about. We need to show that solidarity.
yeah. And with that, I think we want to thank everybody for watching our videos. One of our recent videos since we restarted in the new year is starting to get some traction. We're almost at 400 views. I know that that's baby numbers to a lot of other people, but we're excited about that. That means
Yes,
400. I know that's 400 people that we didn't know.
right.
We have some friends, but we don't have 400 friends that are watching this. So that means some of you out there are watching it, and we love that. So please, like Lola was saying, share it, comment, like, and
And
keep,
subscribe.
yeah, and subscribe. So thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.